channel. I am here in Lamesa, Texas, a drive of almost 7 hours from College Station, and I'm here at Brock's Veterinary Clinic where I'm going to complete a 2-week externship that is mostly focused on equine but also some small animal. This place is incredible and I'm going to show you guys around. this is Dr. Bo Brock, the owner and primary veterinarian here at Brock's Veterinary Clinic. And do you mind introducing yourself, Brock?
I'm Bo Brock. I'm owner of this place. You like chicken fried steak or potato?
So I've heard that you have some funny or interesting, I may say, nicknames for some people here. You mind naming some?
Yeah, we got Hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid's good. We got Abraham Lincoln, Cousin Ed. Yeah.
Dr. Bo, what's your favorite artist?
Tom Petty.
What is it?
Tom Petty. Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Dr. Bo, if you could have any other job, what would it be?
Probably be rock star. I like playing the guitar. I play the guitar.
But are you good at playing guitar?
Oh yeah. That's all my groupies.
Bo, I've been told that you wrote a really amazing book. Can you tell us something about that?
Yes, Crowded in the Middle of Nowhere. Well, it definitely was close to my heart. It took a while to write it. Hey, give me a chart. But yes, I did like it.
Bo, I hear that you love doing surgery. How do those go? How do you pick which to do? Tell me about your surgeries.
Well, here at Rock Vet Clinic, I talk real low in my surgeries. So that way you have no idea what I'm saying. I say it real fast. And that way, when I want what I want, then I say, move! Oh, get out of my way.
So, Dr. Bo, what is your favorite animal?
Oh, the damn hawks. Yep. I buy these squirrels, and they eat them. The hawks eat them.
So, Bo, what is your favorite part of being a vet?
I really love to help animals. I think it's my passion, other than playing the guitar. But yeah, I really like to help animals, horses especially. But yeah, come a long way. Look at this place. I own
it. Okay, so this is the real Bo. Bo, could you start by introducing yourself?
My name is Bo.
What else about you? Tell us more.
I don't know. What do you want to know?
So I want to know, who's your favorite artist?
Like painter?
No, like singer, like
Singer?
music.
I think Barney the Purple Dinosaur.
Oh, okay. That was my favorite when I was like 2, I think.
I don't know. Let's see. Who am I going to say for that? Maybe Bebo Norman? Yeah. I'll say
Okay.
Bebo.
Okay. And I've heard that you've given some nicknames to some people around here. What are some of those?
Well, Hemorrhoid.
What else?
I wasn't the one that gave that. I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Do I have a nickname that I don't know
Yeah,
about?
Give me a little time. I'll come up with, I call you Rico, pretty much.
Okay, yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Say it.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yep. If you could have any other job, what would it be?
I think I'd be a veterinarian.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I would.
And that's
do.
very different from what you're doing.
A little bit.
So what are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I just float around, do what I do. Yeah.
Okay.
This is Natalie. She's late.
Oh, what?
She had to stay up.
Yeah. So if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I would be able to read minds.
Whose minds?
Everybody's, but I would just do it when I wanted to.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it all the time.
So you like mute it and then...
Well, yeah, just on occasion.
Okay.
When I wanted to.
At what point did you decide to be a vet?
Well, it was probably 1976. I'm pretty sure it was because we had a pig and she was having a baby and she had trouble having it and I was out there trying to deliver and my grandpa was in it. She'd had 2 and when she had the 3rd one it was coming upside down and backwards and it wouldn't come out and so I went in to tell him and he said give her a minute, it'll come out. And I went back out there and she'd had it and she prolapsed.
Wow.
And I went and got him. I said, it's bad. It's bad. Her name was Lucy.
Aw.
And so he went and got a ticking needle and some thread from my grandma's sewing kit and poked her butthole back in there and sewed it shut and said she'll die after she has those babies. Get them to nurse as much as they can, and we'll get some pig or milk replacer in town next week. So she died just like he said. There was 4 babies that lived, and I told him, I said, I'm going to be a veterinarian so we don't have to kill pigs with ticking needles.
Okay, well, that's really
and
nice.
We had horses and we rode, and I like animals.
So what's your favorite animal?
Well, I'd go with a horse or a chicken.
Okay. I've heard something about squirrels.
I like squirrels, yeah. Well, we don't have no squirrels over here, so if you want a squirrel, you have to import it. So 20 years ago, I planted a lot of trees so I'd have a forest, and then I was going to get squirrels, and I've done that, so I have squirrels now. But the hawks eat them. It's very disgusting. It aggravates the crap out of me.
So you hate the hawks?
Well, I get mad at the hawks, but you can't hurt the hawk. But so I got plastic squirrels and put them all over the yard so the hawks will swoop down and try to eat those and think all these squirrels are real hard. It works pretty good.
That's awesome. I need to see this now.
Yeah, they're all over the yard.
Oh my god. So what's your preferred movie genre?
Well, I like Johnny Rambo or Dumb and Dumber. So it's either action, shoot 'em up, bang bang, or funny.
What's the best mistake you've ever made?
Come to Lamesa.
Coming to Lamesa?
Yeah, I wasn't going to stay here. It's an ugly place, but it turned out to work out pretty good.
Yeah, and look at you.
Yeah, look at me.
Okay, and then you wrote a book about it too. Tell us about that.
Well, you just write a book because you live in. I mean, if you live in, you can write a book. So
Yeah.
I could have been anywhere and wrote a book, don't you think? It's just a series of events like Lemony Snicket.
And where can we find your book?
Oh, it's all over the place. It's on Amazon, it's at Barnes & Nobles, it's pretty much everywhere.
If you were going to bury a time capsule, what would you put in it?
I think I put my first arthroscope in there. It's not very big, it's hanging on the wall out there. I think I would put my daughter's little baby shoes in it.
Which daughter?
All 3 of them. I got 3 daughters, yeah. I don't know. If it was a big one, I'd put a guitar in it. Yeah, I've got some grandpa stuff I would put in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you'd want. There had to be a big box. But I don't think it'd mean much to anybody but me. That's why it's a hard question to answer. If it's a time capsule,
It's for you though.
well, then when they dig it up, they don't even know who I am. They're like, who's this guy?
True.
This is his guitar, baby shoes.
But maybe, I don't know, maybe you can travel time and then it's you who finds your own stuff.
Oh, that's
Ha,
pretty
ha,
good
ha.
memories.
Yeah.
I'll probably forget it by then anyway. Come right through.
I sure will.
Yeah, give you a hug on the way by.
Love you.
Yeah.
I'm sweaty.
Yep, I did.
You are. You're all clammy. It's gross.
So what advice would you give vet students in today's world?
It's a good question. You know, I've got a daughter that's going to be a veterinarian. And it's a different world. There's never going to be another Lamesa. You know, I came here and there was 3 board-certified surgeons in Texas outside of the veterinary school. Really just 2. I don't know. You just have to work hard. It just takes a lot of work. I mean, people come into my life now, 56, all these vets, this place, you know, I've been blessed, but if you would have known me 15 years ago, I'm totally different. I never left this place. And so if you want to get old and turn into just show up every now and then like me, you're going to have to work hard for a long time.
If you would get a tattoo, what would it be?
A potato.
A potato.
Yeah, russet.
Okay. If you could relive one day of your life, what would it be and why?
I'd be the day you got here.
Oh, really? Wow. I'm that special, Bo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Someday I'll be able to tell people I knew her when she was young. She's just starting.
Yeah.
Someday, what would it be? I guess when Emily was born. Emily, yeah. She's
Aw.
my oldest kid. When you have your first kid and they hand that kid over to you, there's just nothing like it. Pretty amazing.
That's
She was
awesome.
purple. She's having a hard time coming out. And they handed her to me and I just melted like butter. You'll do it someday. The first time they hand a kid that came out of your body to you, it changes the way you see everything in this world forever. All of a sudden there's something more important than you. It's just amazing. But then, you know, and you didn't appreciate it then because you didn't know what a monumental moment it meant. You could feel it, but then when you look back on it, you think, man, that was amazing.
Last question. What's your favorite part of being a vet?
You know, it changed as my career's gone by. And I don't know, you have to ask yourself, why are you a veterinarian? I think everybody has a reason they want to do it. Most people say it's because they love animals, but that doesn't count. Well, you're not going to do this if you don't love animals,
Yeah.
at least like them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not going to make you rich, and it's not going to make you famous, and so you got to have some desire to fix animals. But, you know, when I first did it, I really liked it because of the technical aspects of it, you know. It's like being a mechanic on tissue. I like that. And I like being able to take something and fix it, you know. I really like that. I thought that was great, you know. You get to fix broken things. And then I really got to liking it because it seemed like you get to form bonds with animals and then watch. You know, if you do surgery on horses and they go and run fast and fart loud, that's really cool.
Yeah.
To think that they wouldn't have ever, or a colic comes in, they would have died if it hadn't met you. I liked all that, and I liked feeling like I was good at something. There was a little selfishness there, felt smart, you know, felt like I could do things, and I was proud of that. But now I'm older, it's the people. It's the old man who's got cancer and his horse gets cut really bad, and he brings it here, and I don't even know the guy, and he's a crotchety old fart, and he comes in and starts, you know, he drove all the way from 2.5 hours away, didn't have an appointment, shows up, I got an intern with me, pulls up, got this horse, it's got, I mean, its whole front of its leg is cut, the skin is hanging down from his knee down, looks like a mud flap, all of the tissue is exposed, the joint is exposed, there's fluid coming out of his carpus, and this guy says, what do you think about that? And I said, that's terrible. And he said, I drove all the way here, I want you to fix this. And he gets in his pickup and drives off. I didn't know he hadn't filled out a record. I didn't have his phone number. I had nothing. I didn't know if he was going to pay me. And I had no idea. And so the intern looks at me and says, that guy's not going to pay you. That's never going to get well. Well, so we went to work on it, and we flushed that joint out and knocked that horse out and debrided him. He'd have been there for 3 or 4 days. It was rotten.
Wow.
And we went to work on it, and I don't know, we sewed and bandaged, you know, all the stuff that you do. And about a week later, I mean, we don't know his name. We don't know how to call him, nothing. All I knew, he was 2.5 hours away. Well, his grandson calls about a week later, and he says, that horse is my granddad's, and he's got cancer, and he's going to have surgery, and that's the only horse he'll ride to gather cattle on. And he said, all the neighbors have said they'd give him a gelding to ride, but he doesn't want it, he just wants that horse. He said, I know it's going to be hard to fix, but do everything that you can, don't worry about the cost. So I got that guy's phone number, and we kept working on it. Well, about 4 months later, that horse was good. It was good, still here.
Yeah. Wow.
I tried to call that grandson. He would never answer his telephone. I was going to tell him, you know, you can come and get him now. Never heard from him. I thought, well, I guess maybe the guy died. You know, the old guy died or something. I didn't know. Well, one day I'm here, get here in the morning, pull up, and the guy comes walking across the parking lot. And it's the grandson, and he says, I've come to get that horse. And I said, yeah, it's ready to go. How'd you know it was ready? He said, well, I figured it's probably ready by now. He didn't call or anything. We loaded that horse up. He took it home. About 2 weeks later, I get a picture on Facebook Messenger of that old man gathering cattle on that horse. And I think that is what I like the most now. You know, it's all that other stuff is gone. It's past tense. You know, you move to an appreciation of really what your purpose is. It's good to have a purpose.
Yeah.
And if that's your purpose, man, that's good. That's good, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that makes it all worthwhile. I mean, I don't know what that guy's bill was. I don't even remember. He paid. We sent him a bill. We got an address, and he paid. It wasn't an issue of how much money you could make or how good you were at what you did. It was a picture of an old man gathering a pasture of cattle that wouldn't have happened if they hadn't met you. And he was so happy about it. You could tell by the look on his face. He was glowing, that old guy was. So I think that's probably the best thing about it. You're not defined by how good of a surgeon you are, or you know, how much business you do, or well, you know, you're not defined by that. You're defined by how you react to those moments. That was too long of an answer, wasn't it?
That was a perfect answer.
No, it seemed too long.
I loved it. Thank you so much for not only having me here, but being genuine and being awesome and teaching me things. whoever is interested on equine practice and everything else, because these people do it all. Feel free to look at their Facebook. I'm going to put the link below. This is an amazing practice, and I think that the most impressive and different thing about it is the people that make part of it.
Well, that's what if I was going to give a TED talk, it'd be on that, because people can't get along. And it's a big job for me to try to make sure that everybody stays happy. You got veterinarians that have been here for 15 years and everything in between. I can't pay them $1 million a year, but if they come here and they feel important and they feel like part of the team and we make a difference and old men get to ride horses again, then I just feel like they want to be here. And so I try to go out of my way, to look for reasons to make them smile. And I think that's the secret. You go to veterinary clinics. I mean, the first place you go when you get out of school is going to dictate, I think, your attitude. Because if you go someplace that's wholesome and nourishing and happy, then you're going to look for that everywhere you go. If you go someplace where they're wearing white coats and ties and saying big words and think they're pretty important, then that's what you're going to expect of yourself later. So, yeah, I think it's good to spend time in the country with people that don't take themselves too seriously.
I love that. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me ask you questions as well. You have been a great sport for it. Not like you don't do this to me every morning, but... Okay, so bye.